It's Passover, and I'm whipping up my Giant Skillet Latke, which is a huge crispy potato pancake topped with smoked salmon and all of its tasty friends. To get going on my latke mixture, I'm gonna shred up 2 russet potatoes, and then I'll also add half of a yellow onion. I'm ready to shred these up. I'm gonna shred them right in my food processor. The whole process is so easy that way. Okay, done. Easiest shredding ever. Let me get my bowl. So always when making latkes, it's important to draw as much moisture out of the potatoes as possible, and that'll ensure an extra crispy latke. So it's something that can't be rushed. I've got a strainer sitting in my bowl, and I've lined the strainer with a clean kitchen towel. You can also use a cheesecloth. And I'll pour this mixture right in, and then I'll add a few good pinches of salt, which will help draw the moisture out of the potatoes. All right, this is looking good. I'll set this aside to drain while I put together the rest of my latke mixture. I've got a lemon, some matzo meal, and a couple of eggs. I'll crack these right in. I'll add half a cup of matzo meal, which will help bind the latke. And matzo meal is just ground up matzah. It's the smell of Passover and the smell of spring. The zest and juice of half a lemon. Zest before you juice. It's really hard to zest a juiced lemon. I'll season with salt and pepper. And then I'll chop up some fresh dill. It goes beautifully with the salmon that's gonna go on top. I'll toss this in. I'll mix this around. Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna check on my potatoes. Oh yeah, a lot of liquid has come out of them. I'm gonna give them a squeeze to make sure every last bit of moisture has been exiled. I want this to be extra crispy. It's a good arm workout. I think that's all I have the strength for. I'll toss these right in. I'll mix this all together. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge for about 30 minutes so that everything can melt, and then that's gonna help it hold its shape once I fry it up. My mixture is set and I'm ready to fry. I'll heat up my skillet, and I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of oil. I'm gonna add the mixture right to the center, carefully because I don't want the oil to splatter. Ooh, that's a good sizzle. And I'll press it out evenly all the way to the edge of the skillet. All right, this is patted out. I'll let it sizzle for 5 minutes on the stove, and then stick it in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready to flip. My latke's out of the oven, the edges are golden, so I know it's time to flip. Now I find it's easiest to invert it onto a plate and then slide it back in. It just ensures that it won't break. This is hot, so I'm gonna be really careful. Here I go. Ah, look how pretty that is. I've gotta get it golden on the other side now, so I'll gently slide it back into the skillet. I'll let this finish up its cooking in the oven for another 10 minutes while I gather my toppings. I'm gonna check on my latke. Oh, this looks great and crispy. And now I'm gonna make it look even better with all these colorful toppings. I'll start with a few dollops of creme fraiche for a nice cooling creaminess, some folds of smoked salmon, sliced medium boiled eggs, a few shakes of hot sauce, sliced scallions, and dill for pops of green, and then I'll finish with flaky salt and pepper. Okay, this is gorgeous. I'm going to sneak a taste. Oh, I can hear how crispy that is. This giant latke is the hash brown of my dreams.